Hey, ready? Today we're going to talk about one of the most useful things in everyday Telugu. How to talk about things you already did. Not big fancy grammar book Telugu. Real life Telugu. The kind you use when you say, I ate already. I went yesterday. I called earlier. I saw it last night. Done. Finished. Over. Set. Super useful. Our focus is recent completed actions. In simple words, things that happened and are done. In Telugu, you'll hear this all the time with words like ninna, yesterday, ninna ratri, last night, ippure, just now, munde, earlier or already before, and ayindi or aipoindi, meaning it got done, it's finished. A great shortcut for many everyday verbs in casual speech, you'll often hear past forms like chesanu, did, wellanu, went, tinnanu, ate, chushanu, saw, matardanu, spoke, called chesanu. If you're talking to a friend, these forms will save your life. Okay, maybe not your life, but definitely your conversation. Let's start with a very common pattern. If you want to say I did something, you'll often use verb plus chesanu for actions like call, message, book, clean, plan, check, because modern speech uses lots of English nouns and Telugu helper verbs. So call chesanu, message chesanu, booking chesanu. Very natural. For basic Telugu verbs, you get forms like tinnanu, wellanu, chusanu. How do you say I ate already in Telugu? Nenu already tinnanu. Nenu already tinnanu. Nice. You can also hear ippudu tinnanu, which is more like I just ate. Tiny difference. Already is common in casual speech, and ippudu is very Telugu feeling and super useful. How do you say I went yesterday in Telugu? Nenu ninna vellanu. Nenu ninna vellanu. Perfect. Ninna means yesterday. Easy one, high frequency. If you want last night, that's ninna ratri. So ninna ratri chushanu means I watched it last night. How do you say I called earlier in Telugu? Nenu munde call chesanu. Nenu munde call chusanu. Good. Munde gives that feeling of already earlier, before now. Very handy. You can say munde chippanu, I told you earlier. Munde vellanu, I went earlier. Munde chesanu or chesanu, I already did it earlier. In many places you'll hear small pronunciation variation, but chesanu is a safe form to learn. Now here's a big memory trick. Telugu often loves time words, so if you forget a more advanced structure, just anchor your sentence with a time word. Say ninna, yesterday, ninna ratri, last night, ippure, just now, munde, earlier, then your past verb. Time word plus action. Boom. Message delivered. Let's build a few. Ninna market ki vellanu. I went to the market yesterday. Ninna ratri, cinema chusanu. I watched a movie last night. Ippure tinnanu. I just ate. Munde call chesanu. I called earlier. And one more super common everyday idea. Finished. In spoken Telugu, people often say ayipoyindi or ayindi, depending on the thing. You'll hear pani ayipoyindi, the work got finished, done. Cinema ayipoyindi, the movie ended. Class ayipoyindi, class got over. This is gold for daily conversation. Cinema ayipoyindi. Cinema ayipoyindi. Nice. And if you want to say I finished the work, in supernatural speech, many people say pani ayipoyindi with context. Or nenu pani purti chesanu if you want to clearly say I completed the work. Casual Telugu often focuses on the result being done. How do you say I finished the work in Telugu? Nenu pani అయిపోయింది. నేను పని అయిపోయింది. Now, quick note. In very careful Telugu, that exact sentence may often become pani purti chesano or na pani అయిపోయింది because అయిపోయింది naturally goes with the work being done. So here's the practical takeaway. If you want a safe everyday sentence, say na pani అయిపోయింది, my work is finished, or pani purti chesano, I completed the work. Casual conversation bends things a bit, but meaning matters. Let's make this easier with a tiny pattern set. For I did, chesano. For I went, vellano. For I ate, tinnano. For I saw, chusano. For it got finished, అయిపోయింది. That's already enough to sound much more natural. How do you say I saw it last night in Telugu? నిన్న రాత్రి చూసాను. నిన్న రాత్రి చూసాను. Good. Notice something? In real Telugu, you often don't need to say nenu every single time if it's obvious. So instead of nenu ninna ratri chusanu, people often just say ninna ratri chusanu. Nice and smooth. Same with munde call chesanu. Already called. Subject understood. Let's do a quick everyday conversation flow. Friend asks, Tinnava? Did you eat? You say, Avuno, ippude tinnano. Yes, I just ate. Friend asks, Ninna vellava? Did you go yesterday? You say, Avuno, ninna vellano. Yes, I went yesterday. Friend asks, Kan chesava? Did you call? You say, Ha, munde call chesano. Yeah, I called earlier. Super practical. How do you say, did you watch the movie last night in Telugu? Ninna ratri cinema chusava? Ninna ratri cinema chusava? Great. Chusava means did you see or watch, talking casually to a friend. At this level, that's exactly what you need. No need to get too formal and heavy. Now let's talk about common mistakes. First mistake, using present when you need completed action. If you mean I ate, don't say tintanu, which means I eat or will eat depending on context. Say tinnanu, completed. Second mistake, forgetting the time word that makes your meaning clear. If you say vellanu, that means I went. Good. But if you add ninna, now it becomes instantly easier to understand. Ninna vellanu, I went yesterday. Third mistake, over-translating English. In English, we say, I have already eaten. In casual Telugu, don't stress about matching every English word. Just say already tinnanu or ippude tinnanu, depending on meaning. Natural beats literal. Fourth mistake, mixing finished forms strangely. Remember this trick. If the action itself is the focus, use a past verb like chesano, tinnanu, vellanu. If the result or state is the focus, అయిపోయింది is your friend. Work finished, movie ended, class got over. A memory image for you. Imagine your day as a checklist on your phone. Tinnanu, check. Call chesanu, check. Vellanu, check. Chusanu, check. అయిపోయింది, done, complete, finished. That mental checklist makes these past forms stick. Now let's hear a short story. Just listen first. Ninna udayam nenu twaraga lechanu. Munde kafi tagano. Aa taravata office ki vellanu. Ninna ratri friends to cinema chusanu. Imtiki vachaka ammaku call chesanu. Chivariki na pani అయిపోయింది. Appudu happyga padukunnanu. Now let's go line by line. Ninna udayam nenu twaraga lechanu. Yesterday morning I woke up early. Munde kafi tagano. I drank coffee earlier already. Aa taravata office ki vellanu. After that, I went to the office. Ninna ratri friends to cinema chusava. Last night, I watched a movie with friends. Intiki vachaka ammaku call chesano. After coming home, I called my mom. Chivariki na pani అయిపోయింది. Appudu happyga padukunnanu. Finally, my work was done, and then I went to sleep happily. Nice. That story is packed with useful real-life past expressions. Lechanu, woke up. Taganu, drank. Vellanu, went. Chusanu, watched. Call chesanu, called. Aipoyindi, got finished. Let's do a few more fast ones. How do you say I just came home in Telugu? ఇప్పుడే ఇంటికి వచ్చాను. ఇప్పుడే ఇంటికి వచ్చాను. How do you say I sent the message earlier in Telugu? ముందే మెసేజ్ చేశాను. ముందే మెసేజ్ చేశాను. How do you say I met him yesterday in Telugu? నిన్న కలిశాను. నిన్న కలిశాను. Beautiful. Notice how often Telugu lets you drop the extra stuff and keep the line compact. That's why it sounds fast and natural. One tiny side note. In casual Tenglish, words like office, message, call, movie, coffee fit right into Telugu sentences. So office ki vellanu, movie chusanu, call chesanu. That is completely normal in daily speech. Don't fight it. Use it. Let's do one more mini dialogue. Scene ఏంటి? What's the scene? నిన్న బయటికి వెళ్ళాను. I went out yesterday. నిన్న రాత్రి లేట్గా వచ్చాను. I came back late last night. ఇప్పుడే తిన్నాను. I just ate. ముందే పని పూర్తి చేశాను. I finished the work earlier. Bus, ఇప్పుడు chill. That's it, now chill. Very nice. Quick recap. To talk about recent completed actions in Telugu, remember these core pieces. Time words. Ninna, yesterday. Ninna ratri, last night. Ippude, just now. Munde, earlier. Action forms. Chesano, did. Vellanu, went. Tinnanu, ate. Chusanu, saw or watched. Finished result. Aipotundi, got finished. Ended, done. If you remember just one shortcut, remember this. Time word plus past verb. Ninna vellanu, ippure tinnanu, munde call chesano. Super practical, super common. And don't worry if everything doesn't feel perfect yet. Language learning is not magic, yar. It's reps. Small reps, real reps. The more you say these out loud, the more natural they'll feel. So today try using just 3 lines in your own life. Ippure tinnanu, ninna vellanu, munde call chesano. That alone is a big step. You're doing great. Slow and steady, set aipotundi. See? Even that was mixed. Totally normal. Keep listening, keep repeating. And Telugu will start feeling less like a puzzle and more like a vibe.